When you pikin, don't begin thief small one at host. Not go back and say small. If you not pull am para one time, it will embarrass you because it will thief na neighbor house. The time when Maada and woman then begin say them the thief. In party pikin them they come up and say no, na because they not like am. Right now, it don't go put we country by embarrassment internationally. You don't go believe say Maada go na people country. It can lie say how it don't go pay for hotel. It can with false receipts. Then auditor general go check with this hotel. The hotel say not to make this kind of receipt. In fact, Maada get that na so they not pay we at all. Whose kind embarrassment we pass that one day? So for say the image all when he say it clean internationally. Now for put we and this kind embarrassment we not ever get. Now the first time this na the history of the country. For the president of the country go forge receipt. Then he can lie say he don't pay. This is shameful not to the country. This not a party business at all. The country now it don't get big bad name. Now Lebanon and other side the way the watch right now. This is shameful. When you pikin, don't begin thief small one at host. Not go back and say small. If you not pull am para one time, it will embarrass you because it will thief na neighbor house. The time when
Famole mona kushe no na adu. We are don't come back today for come talk about things where they happen. Now we use sweet yards alone. Now we own. Whoa, we let for do them bad things then. We the feel a most alone. Now we own. Whoa, we had. And if we hurt you, we sorry. We no mean battle, we just want for make we yard go before. If we hurt you, we sorry. We no mean battle, we just want for make we yard go before. Fumble, kushe. How they go? Okay, how the weekend been Talek? Well, we tell go thank you. We know ye one kind of big, major, or disheartening something, right? Alright, so we good with that. But that don't mean say something not they happen, no. A lot of things that they happen, including cover-ups, including spinning and all. Well, today, as the government and in support of them, they try for spin the wheel with regards to the ICC. With the car chair waiting at the discussion with the ICC. I mean, the real content of the ICC discussion or ICC meeting with Maada, where Maada and in team no want for make you know about. Well, as the discussion still there around, Maada in what's them where he alter or where he talk na the United States of America, journalism this time around don't decide for knock them chest and say we go talk the real thing where people need for know. As a lot of journalists them don't they come out and throw stone na Maada and in team then glass window where they don't make fine one. But they can look at all of them things they are as they don't expose seriously the kind talk or lies where Maada go and talk na the United States of America. Meaning na sembepe the freedom fighter. And this is a channel we are on YouTube and on Facebook. But before we go any further, the challenge still there on. Right now, we get 89,108. Good. Thank you very much. I'm pretty sure by the time we end this program today, because of the kind of content where they inside the program today, we could don't go 90,000. I'm pretty sure. We mean say it go left for 10,000. And that 10,000 day before this month they done, we could all reach 100,000. Yes. So what do you need for them? If you don't subscribe yet, not fear. Just subscribe. And not it cause anything or any problem for you. I not say you go to watch and you know what post you know see you watch. Including you, Maada. Just subscribe and turn on the notification. Yes, you will get the best of information from your own side, including advices them where we give you. Like yesterday, Abdullah Berete been give you free advice. I hope so you don't take notice of that. You take note of that. Put them into good consideration and see how best you can put them into practice. Because the good thing now, or the truth of the matter is, in as much as a factor as de facto, where other people will say illegitimate president, But yet still, and you still did it. Eh? If you do good for the country, we go glad. So, the advice them where Abdullah Deyete give yesterday, I think na a very, very good one, where it nice for you look into better one. Okay, so we not waste any more time. So, hit for the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell on YouTube, and then you use the word all for the notification bell. It done. Alright? You're not already ambassador because you're not family member already. So you get the responsibility right now for share the channel and tell them why they need to come and subscribe. Oh, my good people again, over on the other parts, Facebook. How na they do? I'm not saying they do fine. Yes, una they do fine. So, una self video banda, una get for support the targets. Una come over on YouTube and then you subscribe quick one and then you go back if you want for. But today we get a lot of things then as how they can call them how you call them common grounds in studio, talking drum studio, common grounds and how they can call them atunda ayenda I can say to jiggy schema. All right, today we get a lot of things then where we want to put inside it. But before that, before this election be happen, we will see one big grand style marriage will be happen inside the country. Political marriage between the National Grand Coalition, NGC, Kande Yumkela and Intim, and that of the SLPP, Sierra Leone People's Party, and Intim, Maada. But before the marriage take place, we see other people in that chest and say, no, this thing will not go mix part, or not go be part of her. And amongst the people then, now the great Dennis Bright, the Atopias, the other people them woman them as well where the different side. I want Zubairu, this woman and McKinney as well. They say no, this marriage they are the way they go so it not look go the right way. And any illegal marriage, the let's waiting and do it not they ever be legal. Well, then amongst all the things that we then put where for making the marriage sweet, the number 12 point inside the contract. Now in have been the best part of the agreement. We say therefore able for share power with NGC when SLPP win. And then for give them ministerial position, then for give them deputy, ambassadorial, then for give them heads of department and agency, then position. Then director position them. But how far now, how market? We see Usai, one of the man, where now the right now chairman of the NGC, don't begin a lay complain. Well, it look like saying on the fella I call him Christina top in advice. But the election don't done suffer. Before the election be done suffer, amongst the agreement again at that, any outside SLPP the team up, NGC no the team up there. Any outside NGC the team up, SLPP the team up there. For let you see say the married get for broke down along the way. SLPP team up inside NGC team up right inside Kande Yumkela in Pala. And he beat Kande Yumkela they for sure say the agreement are just petete leaf. Where the rope just they fly go any other side. Then beat them for sure say Kande Yumkela not get any worth again inside the political landscape. Well, as that happened, then take Kande Yumkela then put her in one backyard position. Then take one other player then put her again in one backyard position and then say game done. Now they don't begin cry because the expectation per all the appointment they will come out, none of them no get. Big eye. Na imbele kerango. Hey NGC. Na imbele kerango. Solo listen the complaint. We don't begin commodity.
Well, the alliance still the hold, but a little shaky, in the sense that you know the expectations yet have not been met. But from the leadership of the party, the alliance is still on. From the grassroots, there's a lot of disappointment, but we still hope say the alliance is going on.
What's in the shaky? It's if the alliance is shaky and you say
shaky in the sense that. For instance, clause 12, article 12 of the alliance agreement clearly states say if we win, the NGC party will be included in the government, and in so doing, will be assigned ministerial positions, deputy ministerial positions, as well as ambassadorial positions and heads of parastatals. With the exception of one person, we don't see much yet. So we're still hopeful at the leadership level So the alliance is still on, is strong, but the grassroots, a lot of disappointment.
Dr. Condemning is Naina the only one person we don't get appointment from the NGC.
Oh, well,
with an exception.
Dr. Condemning yes, now one, but we get one lady we then call Honorable Stevens.
The Deputy of Environment.
Yes, the Deputy Environment.
Ministry of Environment.
Yes.
So, you know, what's been the binding agreements of, you know, this alliance? Was it an outright assurance that say we SLPP win, una go get them position there, and if una not get the position there, like you say, you know, what's in the action? What's in una be agree say go be the action of the NGC?
Well, the binding aspect of the agreement is in black and white. It's written and signed in front of the world, not only Sierra Leone. The entire world pay attention to the signing of that agreement. I don't say some people then go to argue, say it is not binding. Well, if a written agreement is not binding, then nothing else is binding in Sierra Leone. If me and you go into car dealership agreement right now, you agree, say, if you give me $30,000, I give you one SUV. You don't give me $30,000. We don't write it in black and white. We'll not get no lawyer in between us. We'll not go register on no side. You want to tell me say that's not enforceable in court? If this is enforceable in court, then obviously we own agreement. What we get is also enforceable. But it's to me, it goes beyond just writing it in black and white. It includes gentleman's agreement. It includes integrity, everything tied down to it, because it's not only Sierra Leone that watched what was prevailing at the time, the entire world paid attention to it. So I make we still hopeful. Say we're not free to say anybody in the right mind will look a publicly published agreement like that and just dish them out on the side. So we're still hopeful that the agreement is on.
Okay, so for better understanding, especially because Ali mentioned about the grassroots, you know, being disappointed and things like that. Excuse me. So you can kindly take with us to the reason why NGC decide for ally with the ruling party, which in it is quite that interesting, you know, because you guys could have actually, you know, contest for the presidential election, but not decide for align with the ruling party, the SLPP. What's not the reason?
The paramount reason, from my own personal point of view, now two major reasons, will make me sign up as chairman and leader of the party to the alignment, to the alliance. The first primary one is the security of the nation. Okay. It was very pivotal that if we make mistake in that election day, this nation will be in chaos, in the sense that the other side had no vision that they shared to the people, and they had no control of their grassroots, and that was dangerous. The fact that they not been get control of the grassroots and still do not have control of the grassroots. You get people outside where they dictate to the grassroots. Now imagine if them win election that day, bam, then for you shoot them, say when I go burn houses, attack anybody, because policemen is they afraid them. So when I think about the security and the safety, stability of the nation, so then they give me a vital reason for saying no. We have one or two options. You see that we pull back and allow the chaos to happen, or we align ourselves to make sure there's stability in the country. The second reason, now part of the reason why people like I will join politics. I joined politics because I am tired of the mediocre leadership in the country since 1961 to now. And I know I have the means, the solutions. I don't say me are the best, but I know how to solve the problems that we face right now, given the opportunity. So my own vision for signing up was, I said, okay, we may not have the means to win outrightly, but this is an opportunity to prove to the nation that if given certain ministries to run, our party will demonstrate to the nation that we can solve problems. So that opportunity there, and then two reasons, and one, stability of the nation, and two, the opportunity to serve the nation, not to seek job, contrary to some people they own whatever. I don't see anybody with their right mind where they go left heavy paying jobs in America, but can't look for scrap in a saloon.
Oh, I love this word we end with. For can look for scrap. The scrap when they can look for in a salon, and then they talk about sausage shaking. You know, you see some of we politicians and just too dishonest, and just too rude, then just too. The other word we with man use now insolent. Now rude. The job where you can't beg for, the job where make you go into coalition, where make you go into partnership, now they say na scrap job. But now you sit on a television, they complain about so right now. The scrap job. Say they don't give you a job here and that one, they don't go on a job, but the partnership clause 12. Clause 12 basically they talk about how the SLPP, if they win and the NGC support them, they win. They forgive them ministerial position. Ministerial position, not a job inside Sierra Leone, na crap job. Now they cry for so. They forgive them ambassadorial position. They forgive them MDAs, head of MDAs. They forgive them different position. Now in is on a television, they cry for so. But they call this job scrap job. Maada bio. Now you don't hear it. Scrap job. Now you can't give you Mkela and in team them. Scrap job. It's very clear. Scrap job. He left America. Usa they work in parts every time. They work like slave. But now they come for a job. Usa they get alafia. Then they get a wardrobe allowance. Then they get a fuel. Then they get a transport. Then they get everything. They call a scrap job. But America also they talk about so. Whether they work on 24/7, and then they rest. And they rest. If you get woman at house for see woman self na problem. But yet still, they call the job inside the country in your job, scrap job. But in us, Sidom Safulo, as they not get a job right now, they all over the complaint say the relationship between NGC and SLPP shaky. But the scrap job, now still he want to. Scrap job. Well, anyway, I'm not to blame him because in first fiber scrap. So let come on at the screen instant. Because anybody where the green, white, and blue you own, they call and scrap. I'm not sure say in any useful motorman for the in front of anybody or for lead. The scrap job now one for so because if they give you, if you take scrap job, it means that the people where you do go and I don't know for talk and stuff where you go for lead, then not to scrap again. The word apart from scrap, waiting at the others, waiting at dirty. Because you take scrap job, now you cry for so, for lead with the people that went at dirty, now you tell we so now. That means we not get any value. Who say we pull with money, we sweat, we put them as a tax. For let them pay you at the end of the day. If they give you job, you call and scrap. You call and scrap. But that scrap they go meet you one day, you will end up at the scrap yard again. The program now we had on YouTube and on Facebook. This now you my name is Sembepe. The man don't make self a mix up and box up right now. It is fit for job, but it is called the job scrap. The most good motorman I don't ever see in this. You call a job what you want, scrap. If he left America, no sober-minded person no will left America for consider inside Sierra Leone for fend and scrap job. But for when you don't come out America, also you been there. You don't consider they be in politics. What you know they sit inside politics for? Clause 12 of an agreement don't say all thing. Una can inside politics, una form coalition because of the job una want. Because una been feel say chances than they with SLPP than SAPC. That's why you join with SLPP. And now you don't go the clause 12. Now you refer to as scrap, but now you cry for so. I wonder, I don't even know if I know your name, self. I don't know if not Jasmine or Jasmine. I don't even know. But yes, still, not left Vandy Forest. But because of the word the way he talk, and he say the other one them not get better idea, that's not their own business standing. You know, and the other one they will create problem, chaos. And this one they get all the ideas for even fix the economy and all the things then. That they make instantly at the play for you, let you know say some wise ladies they been there after the election. We say SLPP, now we all this suffer. Hey, SLPP, now we all this suffer. Hey, after the election. But a lot of people not be understand what they be mean. Well, at this particular point, it look like say we don't understand now what it mean because we don't begin see the gravity of the sufferation. Let me listen this one from one of the member and strong and popular SLPP blogger. We all know him.
Or 50,000, 60 or 50,000. Now, that's about don't jealous fear because none about jealous now. Fear don't jealous jabas. Now, that's about the can jealous. By next week, when I will begin buy data that 1.5 gig. Who na they buy 37 leons? They can go 45 leons by the grace of God Almighty Allah next week. Yeah, we assume me bet now we say we want. Now we say President Bill na the best president in that man will get experience. If we can work for transform this nation. Now that we all see who will decide will get the support. Today the one then who them papa then get appointment, then mama then get appointment, then brother then get appointment. they know they feel this pain here. But that layman, they feel this pain here. Love we call things by their names. Now we owe money, what would they pay as tax? Now then they pay them people there. Done, we owe they give them this opportunity there because now we the Sierra Leoneans there, now we command the rain, we command the sun, we go vote for them. Today then they call this one minister, deputy minister, director, commissioner, you call them. Now through we own sabab, now we create this space for them. Well, no, they think about that. Now when they don't come, now we back they can suffer back. While then they enjoy their own life. They know they buy motorcar. All they appointed, they know they buy motorcar, now give them, they give them. They know they buy fuel. They know also rent themselves, now we owe money back. Then they take them, give their allowance. Down to the member of parliament there. But if we the Sierra Leoneans, they not stand up. And we are. Then we'll pay their law come up behind them. Sierra Leone no go ever be a better place. Today people that they can you know APC operative or you know spies, of course, yes. But now all go remember the time President Bill in convoy they break, pick me up, follow go campaign, talk to people in a them village, they say like the series and I vote for President Bill's Maada Bill. But because of today they call things by their names based on what they affect the people there, una the class me another way. Una feel say now all APC they feel this pain. USLPP gonna do it or gonna sell, say they go upline. So then go say, you know SLPP, pay 10 leons. Now the same amount of money they pay. 140 leons for go McKinney, 150 leons for go Boo. SLPP, APC, now the same amount they pay. In Mama they na village, they buy the same way. One cup rice, 6,000. One bag. Now 650,000 might be before next week it will go there 800. No. Now God angry no. Yeah. Now we should say an escoma, San this that, MSC pool, all kinds of people then buy the idea. Then all the one they wouldn't be stand for being president of this country, and I do decide to say President Bill not the right man because he get experience. He don't be one-time president. I do decide to vote for her. Today then kind of calamity there then they for them. Then the fool people then say, hey, this is not a saloon no more now, all a business. Why make we own currency rubbish? Guinea, one a junta leader. See the kind of effectiveness of in governance. Look how the money value now the young country Guinea today. The money is value. Now salon no more they see, then they ace them price up, but they know they ace the workers their salary up. You the work, 1 month done. Pull the transport the way you don't spend throughout that month today. Don't get some people then who then dishonest to themselves, then they are abroad. Then they work by hour, not to by month, then they work. Then they work by hour, then they pay them. Then they compare with salary. Why some of we so dishonest to ourselves? We don't put them party there before that the country in progress. We fail for realize it. Before Sierra Leone, they become Sierra Leone. Now inside there, they form their political party there. APC, SLPP, now the same. Alusane Alasan. We get for stand as a nation for bring outstanding man, one a young man, the age of 30 to 35. Now for bring and lead this country now. 2028, na kondo iti mama. From now to 2028, we get for sumo. This how we don't put an na so la be aso no more. We grumble but nothing no get for change. And nothing no they go be again. Now up no more they go. Now up no more they go. So la be no more. But we go for talk am. I go for watch out with people there. Yeah. La enjoy MSC this in Shong ya stand what.
Now we been say let thy kingdom come. Now we been say let thy will be done. Oh, Papa, if things don't begin and so sooner or later we will drop the bigger bomb. Hey, this guy not only first time this way we don't use in video now. I can talk some things in my times. You know, interestingly, waiting we been done sit down here so they talk. All it like now it just real it's a way DJ can say real and come again. Now all it talks about one by one. But now in this Jasmine, I don't know if not Jasmine or Jasmine, they talk say the idea they. The one them where T-Boy or T-Love been done say a lot of things them for support this government. But interestingly, at the other way around, T-Love been done they come out again and point out some things them. You know, don't forget about politics in this case. And like talk something about T-Love. Not to for praise them. Because I not praise them because if we did USA with this, so some of them one they are then contribute because it gets people them as well when they listen to them. But again, it talks something. It say the way our things they go to, we need for come up behind the all one them and begin to look at people that we get smart brain. It good. But the question is, where they all want them, they can contaminate the minds, the brains of the young one them with deceitfulness. How we go able to get changes? Then say, if you plant mango, now mango is the beer. You plant orange, now orange is the beer. The kind of filthiness where them big and all fools they are so. They put right now inside the young one them. It's sad though, it's really sad. Because some of we they call them old fools they are so as mentor. And if we refer to them as mentor, it means say they don't maintain what they get inside we, then keep her inside we. And we will continue for become the kind of non-cashy people them where they want we for become. But going back to T-Love, it just talk everything. And interestingly, the things that way T-Love don't talk so. It's a little just to go till 2028 and nothing all they can do. Now up bet. Now we be say let thy kingdom come. Oh yeah. Now we been say let the will be done. Today I know they talk but one. All waiting we been done see don't talk now and then people and they can paraphrase. We just they bring and come to you so you will understand exactly what thing then they try for say and who side we they about for go. Well, as we go, let we see what thing they happen. Please don't forget the likes. Yeah, we get 1020 where the watch right now, 298 likes. Please, you will watch right now on YouTube. Please consider for like the program and share them. On Facebook, we get 647 right now with 226 likes. So please don't forget for like and share the program. Today, I swear I know they talk about. I swear they don't talk all things for we done. They don't talk all things. We don't everybody married. For the married and they cry for job, but at the same time they call with job where we get inside the country, where they pay, where people and they suffer and they pay the tax for. They call and scrap job. Scrap job. Politician, they call we own job scrap job. Let you know say them people are from the money they don't value it. And they don't go ever value if we the people they not take up what we're supposed to take up. They don't go ever value it. Ever. You see dumb money and nerve to crack your head off how you forget criminal minds. For rackets the people and forget the job where they pay tax for. At the end of the day, you get the opportunity for bail for your job where you want. If they can't tell we say who's sober-minded person, they go left in America and job for can't take scrap. Now out of who's love down there? You get love for something you call and scrap. Now like when you say you love your wife, at the end of the day, tell and say, look you not this kind of a non-cash human safe. But you say you love her. You say a non-cash human. How you do so? I love me country, but a scrap job. Now you can't cry for so nonsense. I'm gonna like BD. Okay, we go to the next thing. We look at this other issue now. This one very important. This one gets for do basically with the thing where Maada go talk now United States before we come to the ICC thing. And after we listen to this thing, first of all, we begin with the government. Let us listen a foundation from the government. And then we listen to this journalist. We critically listen to Maada until we say, Maada himself talk to America say, the election not credible. He say, if the election be credible, if we get 60%. If you say if the election be credible for 60%, simply means say the election is not credible because they give 56%. Let's listen to this one quickly. To Joe Cisse and Melvin Tijanman, so they come back just now. All of this now courtesy of AYV.
Now the president's response was very simple. When 10 million reach for call the results, ECSL don't follow the process, they don't collate the results, they don't do everything they want for announce results. They get a call, wait tell and say, no, you tell ECSL you're not call that result today. You understand? ECSL say no. And being somebody who is very law abiding, it make their point clear that ECSL na a semi-autonomous institution, they're independent in their operations, possible for interfere in the operations. He said he don't ever call them And I will call in this time because it is against the law. Yeah, that was the point. And the U.S. ambassador, just like any other country ambassador, an embassy, like I explain this for family for understand. An embassy in any country, now that country there, where they inside the country, now they territory that one day. You understand? Yeah. Now the country inside country, now in an embassy, or for the Commonwealth countries, they say High Commission. Yeah. You understand? Now that country in territory. So the possible way they header himself, now the leader of that territory for that country they inside on the country. Yeah. Now they refer to as His Excellency. Instead of HE title. Yeah. Yeah. So that's why the president said United States, because you have a color now ambassador. You understand? That are the direct representative of the US government. Yeah. So this not to attack by in any way on the United States. Yeah. The president just tried for set the record straight as to waiting happen that particular moment. When they are about for call results, he get a call, he say, hello, tell ECS. And he make it clear, and he not get that power. And I make it talk, he not get that power. Because that ECS said the constitution say, nobody not for interfere in the operations. Nobody. Now the law there for use. If they violate the law, possibly you think they violate the law, when they do the work, can they go to court? That's what the law say. So nobody for interfere. For tell them waiting for do now interference that one day in the work. Now the president outright say no, I know that. So now that question they respond to. You understand? Now someone they start announcing this and that. But for just talk to say this and I be happy. If people don't accuse me publicly, say we don't interfere this and that, then me say really can't explain back. What's happy? I mean, how you can't tell me say me don't find person blabber. You understand? All waiting me for happy, then go investigate that person the way do waiting one because you dey tell for tell the president for violate his own constitution. That's what you are trying to do by telling him call the ECS but tell us let not call result. Because the constitution don't talk say nobody not for dictate to ECS. Okay. You understand? And we said this whole problem starts. That is why you guys will not try to go beyond this whole thing. Law and we not make allegation against person. We just delay the picture, be let everybody see. Yeah? All the observers they all observe the election. All man say the election fair and peaceful. New.
With the exception of EU seem yeah.
That's where I'm coming now. La lady basis, no was here. Fine, we say this whole thing come out. Yeah? And for tell you say the president not do anything wrong. Because this is why they talk so happy now was here. You not got no business at this world. For tell you for tell you how results they can come up by election. We also say when ECS said about for announce the election, now you come out with a statement say then the projection where they don't do now where they use for do where correct according to them where they don't do the election no candidates not for win first round if I go the election for go second round. Now new do that day before even ECS said they announce results.
But new we do the same 2018.
No, they not do the same 2018.
When them project say there is no way we can go into first rounds. We need for go into second rounds.
No, that time now 2 rounds will be get. You understand me? Then just be the about guys waiting they don't arrive at and waiting or you know decision where is the electoral commission where you don't take. You understand me? Waiting as simply they for tell you and then the president self talk. Now one great body they conduct election as alone. Now they announce results. Yeah? If you now observer, you business now observe the waiting happen, come out with a report and profile recommendations. That is what you do as an observer. Come out with what you see. If you see somebody you turn box inside box or this they violate the law, waiting, come out with talker. Yeah? And talk say next time and so for happy. That is what an observer does. Yeah. Not to you to go announce results. That is not your business. And I have to see you do. Yeah, where ECS said about for announce the results, then come and say, oh, this election, nobody will win a first ballot. Now second ballot now they go. Yeah? And when eventually the ECS boss can get the results, the president won on a first ballot. And now make something very clear again. Yeah? All the projections or predictions where they do prior to the elections, all points say president will win. I challenge you, go look for anyone, all. And a good number of them points say you go win on the first ballot. All the credible organizations they will do projections. They all talk that one day. And also the results can come out at the end of the day. But when that result take come on now, now the turn now, then people are already talking about EU, Qatar Foundation for US, the other and the other. Now the turn they come out to press this and talk say the tabulation is not transparent. Now the turn they kind of talking now say there is a variation between the figures where ECSA announced and where them project, where new project. So now new. Now then the press release so you understand me? So now the issue of tabulation, you will look at in your view say it's not transparent. But ECSA get the law where guide them, the constitution, the electoral laws, where guide them how they do tabulation. So somebody don't go find out and see if ECSA put the law for do that one day, nobody not tell that day too. So when they talk about transparency, no, see first, if not outside the law, ECSA do that tabulation day, then the issue of transparency, so take all matter.
I was the president beyond American again, American man. And American man, they are known for expressing themselves. So towards that end, where he cut that bluff, they say, well, I call him dangerous bluff, that he can be a better ambassador than the outgoing US ambassador. For me, that was a bit scary. All right, so what's the context here? The context now basically, yeah, then talk about this election. Now, you talk about the election steering committee, where they talk, where they say comprised of the US, Britain, and EU, and other partners. And they say this committee done the work, and he explained he talk about the mandate, he talk with them, and they do. So, on the assumption that there has been communication and engagement before, during, and after the elections, now they're reading that if we for doubt or if we for see any document, I'm waiting at the election steering committee that reports on the elections. This now I want for ask big there, maybe other Abu Bakar just say, as I be and for maybe the opposition, so I'm not kidding about them at all. We get any public document we talk about this election steering committee President Bio mentioned, waiting at be the final meeting, and waiting at be the outcome of that meeting. Because if it is say somebody call her from America, well, now Josie don't see that the ambassador, but when we listen, I don't listen past 4, 5, 10. I get even the transcript of President Bio. It just says somebody from United States. But now that when they talk for government, they pay for government, saying that the ambassador, I will just tie the knots now. Say no wonder President Bio talk that talk. Say he pull the in say ain't gonna be better ambassador. So I don't know. I don't make two to four. But no, you don't call. I don't hear you. You don't call him. Other people. I explain for the ambassador. All right. So let's go. Right now the issue. The issue is that this government seem for balancing our interference. But now you talk say you get this committee. If you know for other people involved in this committee, why you call them for say look can engage for in watch what they say for we get credible election. It's the end people in this committee now people will get interest pan democracy. All lenten and they not call it interference. Only for in me suspicion, outside disagreements don't come out with regards to issues around if I mentioned the collation, tabulation and other things. Because we all know say there was a strong disagreement around that. When we suspect say now in the one that we go don't see say this if we continue like so we also with this so of boycotts. So low have that some. So there you go consider for let them put this thing on hold. In your words now we analyze and let me address the issues. But see, President Neil come up with the argument say now the volatile region where we dey Usai, a few of them don't survive as democratically elected presidents. America for understand see where they discredit election and they make room for coup. Fundamentally, what's not the role of America for all this conversation? Not democracy. It's not a democracy. Not China or Russia for the can help with one in there. So if we don't say we pick democracy, we will play by the rules of democracy. So when the government they accuse of interference, let them tell you waiting now the disagreements we carry with the interference. Waiting have been the issues them we make themselves say, well, look down and force and later we can address them. If those fundamental issues are not addressed, then I think say President will make other strong statement then with regards to the issue. We say if the election, looks like fire himself at the foot, if the election in free and fair, if them voting they get above 60%. So what's that mean invariably? It means say if the intercept accepts the result to the right result, because if you forget 60%, then we'll give you almost percent. Remind me about my brother Abu Bakar.
56.
So if you say them go call election, you get 60%, then at 56 you get. Intercept access to the fact say the election results get credibility issues. So for me, I don't know what this mean. If now for sure we say Imba gets the American culture where some of we not fortunate forget it, or a just one for look at the issue say this. I mean, because if they don't accuse you, you say they accuse. What are we believe now on this stuff? And besides, we don't know whether between President Bio, who that we believe President Bio you say then call whoever see record of Uda caller, whoever know Uda caller, waiting and talk, why make them caller. So that's what they talk. Just open Pandora's box.
And a real big box slide open, so for we able for find out at the end of the day, waiting at the real problem inside all of them things there. So you already know the journalists say he like say Maada just the talk because he talk about interference, but you call them people also for be part of the team of the ECSL, for look at the election. How you call Lande again? You as well talk about say if the election for be transparent for be get 60%. That means say you self don't agree say the election on itself where they talk about so not transparent at all. So you see, because if he been transparent or he be credible, why you they talk about say 60% when they give 56%? So problem still there with regards to the election. Today I know they talk about Kwasa. Tell you now, I just they go lily for let we see waiting they happen. Okay, after we don't play now. Again, something where for make we all get a flashback of waiting Maada being talk. But I will talk let we not to go into that one day again because we not a so in the program, but we can play for you something again where look long small. It look long small for but it worth for you sit down and listen. Because it look like say the one themselves waiting at the country themselves on the gains from the SLPPO, the journalists though anyone who supports this, they all man on the gains because the whole thing they go now with the kind of lies where Maada just they pump every day. With the kind thing how the thing is triangle every day, whether they say global. Of course, very from the SLPP, the SSS say this one not so global and mismanagement and not sabi handle things them at all. Alright, so if that be the case, let me go straight and listen to this journalist when Thomas Dixon. Most of you don't listen to him, but in case you miss him, let me listen how we analyze the speech of Maada in the United States of America. And then when they come back just now, we can continue with the rest of the discussion.
Again, Thomas Dixon, a media and political analyst. What do you make of the mood or the tone of the speech of the president during the United Nations General Assembly, the 78th session?
I watched the president deliver this speech and while coming in and listening to AYV, where the president also the talk. And I think the tone of the speech is something we could describe as grandstanding. Where psychologists will say a grandstanding where somebody this make tough. They make tough, like the president do. For me, when I read the speech again, I able to shred out 4 issues. The president talk about issues back home, whether those issues are reality or they are just mere rhetoric or to present as the previous speaker say appearance of Sierra Leone being doing good in some area is another aspect. If you look at the intro of the speech, the president talk about justice, opportunity for all back home. Is that the case? That's what they happen at Salon. We get justice. You take a look at the matter of Lara Telopias. They suspended Auditor General. Where a matter don't they a tribunal they look at them for almost now 2 years, going to 2 years. Is that justice? Go to ordinary Sierra Leoneans, the way they seek justice. Now the judiciary, some people and then send their remand. For over 5 years, they remand. Then case no, they come up. Is that the justice for all the president is saying about? Would they live in a country? Who side and sack people and because of their last name, cleaners? Because of your last name, we're not responsible for. Me, not Dixon. I'm not responsible for who side and born me. I'm not responsible for get that name. But this they happen as alone. These are reality happening in Israel. The president talk about healthcare, job opportunities. These we all there for see. Even you go to some government hospital for even get gloves, it's difficult. I always remind Sierra Leoneans of a lady, a very brilliant lady, maybe they work in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. We sent them by now. They don't excel. Nyanda Rujas, where because of glove na 34 military hospital and some basic things, he died. Many of Nyanda Rujas stand. Look at that pregnant woman recently. Is that the better health we are talking about? Let's come to other issues where the president mentioned. Another thing was read out. Now the Africa and ECOWAS position. The president says Sierra Leone raises its voice alongside our ECOWAS community, expressing unequivocal dissent towards an extra constitutional changes of government. Such challenges to the very bedrock of our democracy threaten the stability of individual nation and the fabric of the collective African identity. I think for Africa for growth, I think most Africans believe in them. They watch Afrobarometer them report on democracy and military rule. About 67% of Africans still believe in democracy. And which means this particular statement, it is in place. But coming back to reality, the president says Sierra Leone joined the voice. Yes, he joined ECOWAS for Condemning. But we see who said the president was the first and the only African head of state we don't visit Colonel Mamadi Doumbouya, which is a tacit endorsement. We see again, Colonel Mamadi Doumbouya don't move. Now Sierra Leone, the only African, democratic African country don't move into. It's a huge military paraphernalia around them, which is also a tacit endorsement of. So if fine, where would they make them beautiful speeches here? How would they tell them with reality? The president talk about say real stability and lasting peace do not come from resisting threats or building defenses. Instead, they arise from genuine open conversation. Have we ever had open and genuine conversation in Sierra Leone since this president came into power 5 years ago? If like when Thomas Dixon they talk so, they don't say, Thomas Dixon APC elements, I'm making the talk so. That person left that man there. Have we ever had a genuine not to say Sierra Leone as a nation will not get conversation. No. In Pakaba in term we get the truth and reconciliation after the war. We make brilliant recommendation in the and Escoma in term we get what they call the transformative conference. We don't say we not get conversation. We had the transformative conference where for put Sierra Leone in a position of a middle income country in 2035. Ask whether that transformative conference document to sign that process was led by a very brilliant Sierra Leonean who is late now. He worked for the UN and rose to high prominent position, MacLeod. I think even in we do this. We also get the Constitutional Review Committee. What thing we end up with? We end up for rejects about 90% of the progressive recommendations. So we get conversation. But whether we conversation then genuine, it's another thing. And sometimes when you come out and speak boldly and courageously to the issues, the reality, people begin for brand you. Say you know APC or you know SLPP. So what would they see now? They see the rise of misfits at the social media because the people away for talk. We don't intimidate them to the level that they need to talk now. So now a misfit in social media will just sit down and say, hey, Lord, what come on do? Because the states don't threaten. Voices the way them for be hard. With people their voices and they use for get courage. As Pakaba say, Jojo is better than war. But President Bio they call for peace abroad. There are many issues we for look at. We just come up by election, we get people they raise question, the opposition not accept it. Then they say, and then they go, we don't hold genuine conversation with them. We don't sit down with them at the table for all genuine conversation with them. Then demand say, they talk about compromises. Then demand say what they make. We don't bend backward over for accept some of the demands. Like for example, Let's, for the sake of peace, let us publish the unaggregated data of the election.
Thomas Dixon, how you also want for describe, I mean, in the first term of the president, he moves for actually hold the Bintumani for make sure say bring people on board. And also the moves of the Independent Peace Commission were actually being delivered, although the document was not, it was a classified document. And so we don't know the details, but then from engagements with the opposition party coming from this last election and having other international people for come in and dialogue between the two, how you go describe that? Is it strides to what he puts in his speech?
You look at, I think the Bintumani conference was a very brilliant idea of the government, coming from the background of 2018 election, wherein we went into an election like always, we came out very polarized. I think it was a good thing. But the same opposition, I think that again, we therefore call out the opposition. The opposition have been refusing, they have been creating, they have been resisting negotiations sometimes. They refused to attend the Bintumani conference, citing some of the things where they cite, some of them were reality. But at least, as I say, una go there and go talk. But now the same Bintumani conference, you should say critical voices them then talk. You see, Basita Michael speak total power. Marcella Samba. At the end of the day, these people were branded. They were branded. So the Bintumani conference born out the Peace Commission. The Peace Commission came. In the Peace Commission, where it come, for go approve the Peace Commission first, the act. En fait, vous faites na parliament. Vous faites na parliament for get a Peace Commission. Even the Peace Commission Act, for let them implement it according to the spirit and letter of the act. There is a section in the act where say from the executive secretary to the cleaner position, all for be advertised. Ask if they advertise one position. A letter will begin see from State House, violating the same Peace Commission Act. Is that the way you create equal opportunities? I can want for give you job, but let's follow the rules. I want for give me party job. I go tell and say follow the rules. But even we on Peace Commission Act, we violate it. We see outside the Peace Commission they do brilliant things and then BNTR and they bring the opposition and the ruling party together for let's get a consensus. But the Peace Commission Executive Secretary, he makes some statements then at that press conference, that government press conference, where I think say it is below the belt. It is below the belt. As a Peace Commission policy, as promoter the pioneer peace, you get for take time, what you they talk, let it not hurt the process. And sometimes people who they pioneer peace, they know they talk until the peace done. The peace happen because they don't want to make any statement. We go hamper the furtherance of peace. So for me, for let people get me clearly, I think the Bintumani conference by President Bio is a brilliant idea. The Peace Commission Act and the Peace Commission itself is a brilliant idea. However, if the law say, let us advertise job them, we advertise them, not go say na me team picking na the law write letter. Then they are now party picking, law write letter we appoint them.
Let's go to the other area. It says we must lift our people from poverty. And through that poverty, the President Bio make a demand that jobs will be created. And in response to that, the other jobs, they don't say 500,000 jobs, for example. The Suma group of companies back where do the international airport again, another 500,000 jobs. So who are these people being employed? If hunger is still there, if fear still they go up, people are being punished.
Fear in go up one, I think, I read USA Today. I think fear law increased back na USA Today 20%. I think fear in go up one is global issue. 2 days ago, I watch BBC. I see we are in they try for ask the OPEC nation led by Saudi. Say, why are you guys cutting? They don't cut production. They don't cut for the pump so that they give rise to the fuel price. So, for example, a barrel now is up to $90. per barrel. So I think that's for countries like Sierra Leone,
We'll have to pay the price.
it will definitely affect us. And owing to the fact that this government don't say they know they subsidize again, I think say will get fulfill the brunt if they know they subsidize again. So at any time we expect that they come into job and lifting people out of poverty. I think that should be one of the core functions of government for remove people from poverty. And I'm glad the way President Bio give one scenario where they talk about peace. Say why would they quote Desmond Tutu, Archbishop Desmond Tutu. They say will they allow people will they go save the people inside the water. The told for Duna for stop people not to fall into the water. That is exactly how can we stop this poverty? How we go remove people from poverty? I think more people don't go into poverty than President Bio don't lift them from poverty in a saloon. More people have become poor, impoverished, than more who don't come up in poverty. I don't get statistics to that.
You for provider. Not just talking.
You go speak to this issue. I'm being genuine here. I'm being genuine here. But so if you look at 2021 World Bank report on the indicators of poverty immediately after COVID, they clearly depict poverty. I not get a recent report of 2023. Poverty don't increase at that time. More people are into poverty than President Bio actually met. You understand? So President Bio need for do more for lift people from this poverty. And talking about 500,000 jobs, but they are not a small country. If my brother and party get job, I will not say get job. He say Suma 500,000 jobs. Who say then the Nalunge? 500,000 jobs. That is the aspiration of the president now. Say want for create 500,000 jobs. And me, they say if the president creates 200,000 jobs, it don't do well. Just 200,000. If you're able to create them, but how will get the job then? If the country is politically stable, again, the young people, are they skilled? I remember where Africa Mineral can at this country. For ride the tractor, every machine, them for driver. We don't get people then. Then they go take na Ghana. Then they go take na Nigeria. So we the young people who want this job safe, get for ensure say we open we safe. We open we mind for land. And then we left for listen to people when they tell we say every 2-3 days we for go protest. That investor who for can invest $300 million as a loan. If every 2-3 days when they lock down the country, you know they can. Stability, you know they. So you need a good job. So we the young people and say get for get sense. When somebody sit on America or na UK or na Holland, he say, hey, una come on do, una shut down the country, una shut down this country. This effect go deeper, go affect we 4 or 5 years ago. Just imagine you employ 200,000 people, you get 200,000 employment. The rippling effect will almost reach another 100,000. So we get 300,000 employment. If somebody they employ me now get a better job, then they pay me good salary. I go able for hire a cleaner. I go able for increase minani in salary. I go able for employ some. I go able for go into businesses, put people in there, so that na other job we go create indirect job. So me, you know, President, you no need for reach 500,000. Let's just give me 200,000 for slow C. Well, me, I think it's a very difficult process. If we not ensure, say first and foremost, this country is peaceful and stable. These political wranglings here and there, we need for nip at the board. We need for deal with them, and when dealing with it, we need for be genuine with ourselves. Usa we don't go wrong, as the president say. Usa we don't go wrong not for build defenses. Usa we don't go wrong. We accept say we don't do wrong. Usa we don't move. We say okay, we don't move, and then the opposition self get for be open to dialogue. This is our country. The opposition, they are governmenting with it. Una not get for the present stumbling block. Anytime they want to say dialogue, stumbling block. Anytime they want to say that, they say peace, una go pan peace business, una create stumbling block. They say una go pan census, una create stumbling block. Una need for be open up and participate in the state's affairs. Una self get for una not go say una not trust all man. Una say for car, una self structure una go rule. If the una can rule back the other people them, you know this country, nakne they left pamposi. Where this person that person they knock back. Then say begin create the same encumbrances here to development. It no go good for we future. And we begin the future.
Alright, that don't explain everything. I don't need for put more things them inside here because nothing other again, not clear, and they don't analyze everything. And they don't expose all of the lies them, all of the things them way Maada build the talk way able for put into reality. So it's simple. Now, I think it's about time for me to go into the ball now and begin to see how best we can able for analyze the issue of the ICC. But first, 89,116 subscribers we can call family members. So please, you will not subscribe yet, please consider for subscribe and turn on the notification bell. When they come back, just now.
When you begin, don't begin thief small one at us. No go back no say small. If you not pull am para one time, it go embarrass you because it go thief na neighbor us. The time when Maada and woman then begin say them the thief. In party picking them they come up and say no, na because they not like am. Right now, it don't go put we country per embarrassment internationally. You don't go believe say Maada go na people country. It come lie say how it don't go pay for hotel. It come with false receipts. Then Auditor General go check with this hotel. The hotel say not to make this kind of receipt too. In fact, Maada get that na so they not pay we at all. Whose kind of embarrassment we pass that one day? So for say the image all where he say it they clean internationally. Now for put we pan this kind of embarrassment where we don't ever get. Now the first time this now the history of the country for the president of the country go forge receipt. Then he can lie say he don't pay. This is shameful not to the country. This not a party business at all. The country now it don't get big bad name. Now Lebanon and other side the way they watch right now. This is shameful. When you begin, don't begin thief small one at us. No go back no say small. If you not pull am para one time, it will embarrass you.
Alright, so welcome back from that very short break. Then we'll continue with the rest of the program. So we'll go now. I want for Leone to take on a time and listen to this particular thing. This now from State House, and at the time this will then take for put together this particular video for me and you see waiting exactly the ICC prosecutor say to Maada. But this one now after the meeting, and now the Minister of Information. They actually interviewed the ICC, prosecutor, and then diplomatically it talk sweet one to we all. Let's listen to this first, and after which I recount some other things, them tweet and other things that follow we all understand. What in this meeting been there about?
Well, the first thing, he's the president of Sierra Leone, and Sierra Leone is a proud country that's had a very important role to play in international justice. Sierra Leone has the honor of being elected as one of 3 African countries to be a non-permanent member of the Security Council for the year 2024 and 2025. You've got a very good PR here in Permanent Representative Michael Kanu, and Justice Sierra Leone knows about it. Sierra Leone has supported the Special Court for Sierra Leone. It's been supporting the ICC, and we want to make sure that we can count on Sierra Leone, we can work with Sierra Leone and benefit from Sierra Leone's leadership in terms of international justice. Because this court is driven by one principle, which is the equality of humanity. And the lives of people in the global south, in Latin America or Asia or Africa, matter as much as people's lives anywhere else. And to deliver on the promise of justice, we need partnerships. And it's a very good opportunity to meet the president and to re-fortify that bond of trust and to look at ways in which justice can be, not confined to prosecutors in The Hague like myself or judges, but can be felt by the people of Sierra Leone. And I've had the honor of living in Sierra Leone and working in Sierra Leone, and I think Sierra Leone is a wonderful country with wonderful people who've shown great fortitude, great brilliance, from Judge Karoma to Judge Miatra at the ICC to Ambassador Kanu. And I think you've got a lot to be proud of, and your role in international justice is not a small one. It's one every Sierra Leonean should be proud of, whether they're Lungi or Freetown or other parts of the upcountry. It's one that you should feel very proud of.
Okay, all right. So now you don't hear it for you to safe, and at this the government make and then send them out for we all go see, because then being very much tense with regards this particular issue of the ICC letter to Maada Bill. So, but listen within the man say. He say this particular meeting where they meet so now for let they learn from we, you know, because of the special court and other things then. And same way so for lay the issue of equality of humanity and as well press on that particular point where say everybody in life matter and for let the people of Salon get justice. So then he said in a tweet where they actually do, yeah, in a tweet. Listen within let be the tweet come to you, let you see them. Let begin take a one by one. First of all, if you as a leader, they do your work the way how you supposed to do them. Nobody no need for remind you of your job where you do. Nobody no need for remind you. So if Maada Bill is doing work very well, why ICC need for meet them and remind them of things that we need for fulfill, of in duties under the Rome Statute. Why in it for reminder of that one day? So if you listen, waiting he say, he talk about all of the things that Bola project to you this again. This is not the tweet where they actually post, and this is not the ICC tweet where say. It's a positive discussion, listen, on strengthening cooperation and deepening regional dialogue in fulfillment of the Rome Statute. In other words, if it talk about fulfillment of the Rome Statute or statute, yeah. For example, people then go to listen to them, they come and say, "Bo, I want to call you. We talk about things the way, things the way una supposed for they do." Yeah, although we see how best we can able for discuss that and find the way out of them. It's like, okay, Sembepi, I wanna start this program here. Wanna be the do this, wanna be the mock certain people, wanna be the make the program be lively. We need for talk about them things there. But in this case, we want for put on to we say Sembepi, I don't follow you for long time. I be like the way I wanna do the program. I be like the way I wanna do the program. But I think that we need for discuss about una programs them. What that simply means? It means say something done wrong along the way. They're not too dissatisfied with the output where we the give. So we need for discuss about them. In other words, we need for look back at the things, the original intention, on a vision of the program and see how best we can make them better. So in the case of this, it's say for make sure say the dialogue for fulfill the Rome statute and statute. So in other words, let me look quickly. What's in this Rome statute? Yeah, let me just watch them. What did the Rome Statute say? It says, according to the Rome Statute, this is a duty of every state for making way for exercise a criminal jurisdiction over the possibility of international crime. In other words, when it's a criminal jurisdiction, it means the country where you're waiting. The criminal laws then where you get for make a match up to that of the international standard. Sorry. They said the International Criminal Court can only intervene where a state is unable or unwilling to genuinely carry out the investigation and prosecution and prosecute the perpetrators. Let me look at, for example, for many things they don't happen inside the country, and people they don't they lost their life. They don't ever make any attempt for investigate them people and the way they make other people they lost their life. The answer is no. But before I continue, look at this thing. We get. They say what are the 4 crimes established under the Rome Statute? In other words, what are the things where the international courts they look into? 1, crime against genocide, like the issue where you go say, for example, this tribe, the keyboard tribe, they all na this villager, where they send them all go next wall. Yeah, that's genocide. The second one are crimes against humanity. Crimes against humanity means, say, for example, what happen na Pademba Road, na crime against humanity. What happen na Makeni, what happen na August 10, what happen this BNTM, all of them things all of that and na crime against humanity. The way how you treat people under your laws, na crime against humanity. I just think you the 3. So number 3, war crimes. War crimes na in Charles Taylor, for example, they na Pademba Road, na jail for right now. Na we border there. Very sorry. We border the wedding in Rwanda right now. We then say don't tire for Sudan and Rwanda. Where in fact some of them, not to them directly or not to them really, whether by command or not, committing crime, but then did it because finger points for them. That is a war crime. And the last one, they say the crimes of aggression. When are the way how you rule the people there? You feel say you na toko cantine. You feel say you na dictator. You just do what you say next court. All of them things then this ICT they look at them. So going back to the tweet, if they say for look at the cooperation and deepening regional dialogue in fulfillment of the Rome Statute, it means say something wrong. Number one, the Rome Statute we don't know what it's like. Then they look at waiting now the things that were inside this thing and when related to the country. Mind you, when the la go back and play for now, this thing and they pause them along the way whilst I play them for you. The reason why we do that, follow we take a word by word, so we not will miss anything, including me and you. Solo listener.
Well, the first thing, he's the president of Sierra Leone, and Sierra Leone is a proud country that's had a very important role to play in international justice. Sierra Leone has the honor of being elected as one of 3 African countries to be a non-permanent member of the Security Council for the year 2024.
So, first of all, we want to let everybody know, say, for let Salon be part of the Security Council, not to by we own self Sabinomo, or not to by the work we do. Now, because of one, now a rotation or something. 2, the kind of thing where we spend for make we get that one day. Okay? So it not just be international politics. Nothing not they go for nothing. Let's continue.
And 2025, you've got a very good PR here in permanent.
You hear what he say? We get a very good PR Naya. In other words, remember this Benton and talk about how we spend a lot of money for PR. So we do PR for rebrand or for talk good things them about what they do, when in reality, not to the same thing they happen. And at the same time, Maada yourself they do so in the United Nations, go and talk say we get abundant job, we get equitable healthcare, we get food security, which of course all of that na lie. It just paints the picture as if that na exactly thing they happen. Let me go.
Representative Michael Kanu, and Justice Sierra Leone knows about it. Sierra Leone has supported the Special Court for Sierra Leone. It's been supporting the ICC. And
so, listen this thing. All of this thing where they talk about, so not to under Maada and not to Maada in Sabi make with they talk about that there. Salon get something about the Special Court. We don't support the International Criminal Court, not to Maada. Maada, the tell where they talk about Special Court, and not in the country. They talk about ICC, and not in the country, and all of things, and not be there at all. Yeah, none of that not be part of. So then they tell you about the thing where the country, the reputation where the country be done the bill for long years. Now they talk about so, and that some of them things then they say we as the ICC want for land for because we get rich experience in terms of international then things that the way they talk about so. So take note of that. Let me go.
We want to make sure that we can count on Sierra Leone, we can work with Sierra Leone and benefit from Sierra Leone's leadership in terms of international justice.
So you get them? They want for land from we, for benefit from what we don't get in terms of international justice. Let's come out, forget about all land, and let's come back under Maada regime. In terms of international justice, what you would say na Maada record? Nothing. So if you listen when they talk about the Special Court, and they talk about the ICC and the way how we don't support the ICC. Remember now ICC special court for Salon and the ICC. Now they talk about, if they talk about Charles Taylor, they talk about the other guys that were in Rwanda. Now all of them people here too. So not to under this regime and not to they don't get anything for do with that. Let me continue for listen, very important one.
Because this court is driven by one principle, which is the equality of humanity. And the lives of people in the global south, in Latin America or Asia or...
Equality for humanity and the lives of people. Equality of humanity and the life of people, and for them, now the Special Court and now the ICT is very much important. So you begin ask yourself question. Equality for humanity. We get inside the country, the answer is a big no. You know, you talk about in the lives of citizens everywhere, especially in Sierra Leone, matter. Every life of citizen matter. The answer na no. Let's take why we say na no. And that's how we don't they lucky people them. Don't they seize advantage from people them, but because it belongs to the regime. When finally he lost in life, what happened? Then it put state up investigation and they say they don't arrest several people them, and then say then they take action against them people in there. Okay?
Let me take, for example, the one that when they stand up for things that way right for the country, where will benefit we all tomorrow, including T-Love, where they cry right about difficult things. What will be they talk about them difficult things they also? Then they say, na rebel, na terrorist them. Now they cry the same kind pinch. Now some of them people they also all will be the cry for, because waiting the people of Salome they stand up for, not for one people, not for one set of people, not for we all. So equality, you know, and the justice system, when they get them, they don't ever set investigation for look into how the people and they die and bring the one that will die, the one that way lost their life, you know, the one that will make them lost their life come to book, or the one that way supposed to take responsibility, they never been in come to book. The answer na no. So now this indirectly, it tell we the people them say them na special court very much concerned about that. There we go.
Africa matter as much as people's lives anywhere else, and to deliver on the promise of justice, we need partnerships.
So you see, partnership for make them able for deliver justice for every humanity. Then get partnership. How the partnership they go with? We get for able for discourse. We get for able for go to the root cause. We don't go want for investigate to make you enemy. We get for investigate you proper one, count certain things, then certain discussion and we get for the put on. And at the end of the day, we see waiting at the exact thing we get for do. Partnership, Salone and the ICC, of course. Now, Salone are signatory to the ICC. So, we get to maintain this partnership. And the word justice come up. La picture again for you, see.
And of people in the global south, in Latin America, which is the equality of humanity. And the lives of people in the global south, in Latin America, or Asia, or Africa, matter as much as people's lives anywhere else. And to deliver on the promise of justice, we need partnerships.
For let them deliver the promise of justice. What do you mean? For we don't promise justice for them everywhere. You hear say anywhere in the world, justice for them. So for let them deliver on that promise they need partnership. Now that make you see the ICC call on countries them for let them sign, let them become signatory to the ICC statute. Let them, the ICC, the law away from the ICC, International Criminal Court. So of course partnership there for day, but for the partnership day, no mean say you know for able for bring justice to the people. So the watchword now, therefore deliver justice based on the promise where the ICC make to everybody in the world. So take note of that. Take note. All right, logo.
And it's a very good opportunity to meet the president and to re-fortify that bond of trust and to look at ways in which justice can be, you know, not confined to prosecutors in The Hague like myself or judges, but can be felt by the people.
So not confined. That means the justice not for only stop na the Hague, not for only stop to the ICC. But then they do partnership for let the people of Salone go able to get justice. And you went and back, you listen to them.
To deliver on the promise of justice, we need partnerships. And it's a very good opportunity to meet the president and to re-fortify that bond of trust and to look at ways.
So the bond of trust for justice. Now where them for meet with the president. Yeah? Listen them again. And let where you this particular word. Listen them.
We need
pause them along the way.
Partnerships, and it's a very good opportunity to meet the president.
For the partnership, na a regular opportunity for let we meet with Maada, yeah, for partnership. Continue.
And to re-fortify that bond of trust.
So when they say re-fortify, that means for make sure the strong bond where they between ICC and Salone in terms of justice business, and continue for move on.
Trust and to look at ways in which justice can be, you know, not confined to prosecutors.
And down there again, a way out and they look for way for slave people and no say the justice way the ICC they talk about. It not only tap na the Hague, but it will be felt. Listen to this.
In The Hague, like myself or judges, but can be felt by the people of Sierra Leone. And
so you see, and not only the tap na the Hague, but the people of Salone for feel that justice day what we they talk about. So this na the main important thing. If you say the people of Salone for feel that justice they what they talk about, then in link out with Rome Statute. Let's tell you something where most of you are not going to understand. When they say diplomatic language, it's not like waiting na Maada beyond diplomatic language where you go sit down na USA they talk all kind of rubbish. Diplomatic language, you get 1-2 words them with very strong way you put inside, and then you massage them with lots of praises and other things them. That's not diplomatic language you work with. In other words, diplomacy now all about hypocrisy. Now, like for example, this I know how to talk about this. It's not about racism, but most of them people they are the colored, yeah. What think it happen? Then they talk to you fine, they smile to you, then they investigate you, then they praise you for getting into you. Then they say all sorts of things where now showers of praises on you, but at the same time down their heart they get different things when they think and when they plan. So you see and you don't understand what I decide for say. So diplomacy, like you get for take time for do am. You get for know when and how for speak. Whose language where you for put, whose word where you for put. For lay you not backfire the plan already where you get. Listen, hello, end down.
And I've had the honour of living in Sierra Leone and working in Sierra Leone, and I think Sierra Leone is a wonderful country with wonderful people who've shown great fortitude, great brilliance, from Judge Koroma to Judge Miatra at the ICC.
So now you get different lawyers there or judges maybe don't walk through the ICC way, na salon people them. Now them don't build the interest or the image of the ICC. Yeah, you get one other one, I don't know Aliu Kano or so, na be international justice waiting. I mean, they na pareba or be always the interview. Now all of them people have to build it very strong bond with the ICC and that of Sierra Leone international justice system. Let me continue.
To Ambassador Kanu, and I think you've got a lot to be proud of, and your role in international.
So you see, all of them people they are there, and we get a lot to be proud of because them people all work very hard for ICC, but none of them, we say. The achievement of Maada under this regime don't do. It tell me about the Security Council. Of course, I don't explain you now. So when they talk, say he praise we country, but he not praise Maada and the crime against humanity what they talk about, and against Maada not against Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone gets a rich experience in terms of international justice. Taking into consideration the special court, taking into consideration the ICC, the collaboration and other things then, other people in other work. So don't be fooled. Yeah? Be wise and take note of several words then. Put on a computer, put on your phone and search what's in the words and they mean you understand. Logo.
National justice is not a small one. It's one every Sierra Leonean, should be proud of, whether they're Lungi or Freetown or other parts of the upcountry. It's one that you should feel very proud of.
So all of their word they always say feel proud, full proud of. Now they use for quote we. Lay we not able they send Sansana with Gary. Lay we not for charm the guy fine one. Because when you turn one charm, Sansana go kinda with it to begin the watch. Then spin them for we fine one. The mix and waiting the one follow we get. Now let's just paint this for you. The real discussion they not ever counter upload we see them. Never. Now then just the tweet. And then we see from the tweets. The word the way they Rome statutes. We don't hear that already. Talk about international justice. The people that fulfill the justice. Not only for stop na the egg, but they fulfill the justice. So when they investigate now, if you Maada you refuse or you unwilling for make sure so you investigate all of the way how people they don't lost their life in the country, international criminal court can step in. Because they don't know now say you don't fail, you know them for take up them particular responsibility then they. So then just go and remind them of the Rome statutes. Now remind them again. If you forget these are the things then. Continue for the create same kind of problem so, and then you will see who you will end up at the end of the day. I think now the thing and where people them no want for let you understand. They always tell you say them praise salon. Not to salon and praise obra. Okay, now salon and praise, but not to Maada and praise. Take note of that one day. Yeah, I'll take another short break and I come for open line for you. For us to take a few calls. When you begin, don't begin thief small one at host. No go back no say small. If you not pull am para one time, it will embarrass you because it will thief na neighbor house. The time when Maada and woman then begin say them the thief. In party picking them, they come up and say, no, now because they not like them. Right now, it don't go put we country by embarrassment internationally. You don't go believe say Maada go na people country. It come lie say how it don't go pay for hotel. It come with false receipts. Then Auditor General go check with this hotel. The hotel say, not to make this kind of receipt. In fact, Maada get that na so they not pay we at all. Whose kind of embarrassment we pass that one day? So for say the image all when he say it clean internationally. Now for put we on this kind of embarrassment we not ever get. Now the first time this now the history of the country for the president of the country go forge receipt. Then he can lie say he don't pay. This is shameful not to the country. This not a party business at all. The country now it don't get big bad name. Now Lebanon and other side the way they want right now. This is shameful. When you pick.
All right. So welcome back, and we actually, one thing I know about we family members them, are actually bright and smart. If I say anything, we very deceitful, we very dishonest, we they mislead somebody, can come up and say to me. So, but all of the things that we do here right now, are the things that this way are get at the plate for you today. And before ever you come inside, I want to remind you, say please, if you not like and share the program, please consider for do so. And if you not subscribe to which platform, please consider for do so. Okay. We get 1,551 with 589 likes. Please. And on Facebook, we get 1,022 people will watch with 659. So please like and share the program. All right, so let me go on the line now. The line door open for you. We want for add a voice inside the program. If you want to do so, please call now. The number then at the screen. You can call and add a voice inside the program. This is a program we had on YouTube and on Facebook. My name is Sebepe, the Freedom Fighter. Okay, so the line door open if you want to add a voice inside the program for this net. Remember, say we not get better time because I know say most times when the program don't come to the end, now that time they people can get a zeal for call, but by that time they can not be late for late. We discuss some of the issues them already. So we go on the line and take 1 minute per call, quick one. Okay, so there we go, and still that the first caller be welcome to the show. Your name and the call for me. Get 1 minute. Caller, you didn't like the show. You get 1 minute. Go ahead quickly.
You talk to Mr. Forward.
Go ahead, brother.
Yeah. But I tell you, thank you for the program. But now one thing no more like what did Mr. Suma say? Whatever happened now? It don't be now. What is the way forward now? What do we go do now as nation? Because they say Mr. Suma, I like the way he talk. Because he talk like Sierra Leone. He said, what do you for do now? Now the same question, Mr. I'll give you. What do you for do now? Now give you idea about now. Because this person try now. Whatever Maada Bio do now. We're not going for able to pull again. We're not going for able to do nothing with them. So what do you for do now? We will allow make peace. Let this country are able to move for which. Do ya? Right. No, this so no more. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Other people can go answer to that question. All right. So because of the way how the discussion they go, I think I can extend unto 1 minute 30 seconds per call. Let me go on the line again and take another call. Welcome to the program. Your name and where the call from?
This Nigeria, the call from the US.
Go ahead, well,
I just want to tell you, say, Maada be waiting and do the time while you work for the defense and the Ministry of Justice, want to go get somebody with a bell you fine. So tell we come with you at the station and then all you barat. The same tactic that they use in Salo, when they invite you to a police station, the policeman they can come on, go no more there, nothing go happen. Just go answer question. So now the same thing the ICC prosecutor they do to Maada Bioso. It is smooth am, bell am, give a good Vaseline in face, it drag am, paint am fine. We get for all and now. Something in kill one, what he do? Would I prosecute? Would I hold? All the other atrocities that will don't happen. You get for ask them that questions and the head of the country. Anything will happen, if you know, if you get the answer, if you get possible, if you call, say, hey, you be investigate what happened, what are the culprit? This man not get a clue. You not get a clue what's happen.
Okay, thank you.
Abu, they get for all them back.
Thank you. We go on the line again and take another call. Okay, I will see this one there on there. Welcome to the show. Your name and where the call from?
Yeah, this is Abdul call from United
States.
States.
We get 1 minute 30 seconds.
Yeah, big. Last start. Okay, this is a special appeal they make to Sierra Leoneans. You know, I not care who's part of the political spectrum where you there, una help them people here. We had done they do a wonderful job. And they start with the independent Sierra Leoneans then. You know, una they benefit immensely from this program. Do una help we had made them for reach the climax where they were for reach. So SLPP, there was a time where we had been on the thought bad name for una. They say then a part of the opposition. So for the mere fact and on better una, this not the time where they need una. So APC, of course, that they benefit immensely. Una number so large that we had not even need 12,000. For sacrifice that 12,000, you know, and give to them, for make them reach that climax day, it will be really, really good for them. Do you are low come on board, low help them. Then to we had now, you are, if God help una reach that climax day, let we not be part of that adage where they say Salomange first time. Una set the pace or una keep up to the pace. Thank you, bye.
Thank you. I like this one. You know, anyway, thank you very much. I like the same thing when I talk about the ICC just now. You know, for a remind way of things them. Okay, we go stand by waiting we believe on, and we go still continue for do waiting we able for do. Alright, so we go on the line again. This call the under. Alright, so miss that call. Welcome to the show. Your name and where you call from?
Hello, this is Anthony. I call from US.
Welcome, Anthony. You're on the line. You name and where you call from. Okay, your name, please. Sorry.
Yes, I did. Yeah,
Right,
don't
go
come
ahead,
on.
go ahead.
Yeah, I did just try for talk say that guy we've been talk say we been start fine. How we therefore do as a nation, now forge ahead. Anyway, now a good point they try for bring, but at the conclusion, I just for it to say, unless justice prevail regarding the past election, now the only thing that they will go get the way forward. Because in talk say Maada Bio they not get for pull passing time down according to William. But Maada Bio for sure he get for come on at the power. Now the only way forward and the what will get for get peace now that country day. Now my own contribution down there no more.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
God bless you. We go on the line again and take another call. Please, now reduce the volume of your set one at the call. Welcome to the show. Your name and where you call from? Please, when you call, reduce the volume of your show. I beg, please. Welcome to the show. Your name and where you call from?
How you do? It's not I call from Virginia.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I come back to the first caller. I think at the first caller and the question we asked.
Okay, go ahead.
They say what you go do now. The only thing we will get for do, we get Bokuti for do. The statement we say now, Maada Bio, we don't become a president, so we not get no choice. We just get for beer. No, nothing not get for beer about this. It just sounds like when they put food for everybody, they want us to just grab them, we take that food, they eat them. Even though when they tell us not eat, I think I eat them. They say because we don't eat them, they will say all my for beer. The only thing we get for be done for let peace go in that country, let people they happy. We get for do the right thing. The country they ask for, if they present, I will know if you really demand this election, then we all get for happy. We say if I will sit down and sleep fine. But without that, I don't think say that the right thing don't be done at that country day.
All right, thank you very much.
All
right, we go on the line again and take another call. Welcome to the show. Your name and where you call from?
Hello?
You did live. Your name and where you call from, please?
Yeah, good evening,
Hi,
good evening, please.
Your name, please?
My name is Concerned Citizen.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, we just called the first local talk say Maada Bio don't sit down at the power, then they not get for pull again, and just get for sit down, make them talk about it. Then they not get for rights because we all know Sierra Leone as them. Then get for sit down, make them pull the data, then make them count the votes. They would have win, then get them. If na Maada Bio win, then get a one as Sierra Leone already happy. But if not so you win, then give you a win. So now you know you don't only sit for the 6 months, they hold them, but then for pull, then for call you out with the result.
Thank you.
We vote support, we vote yes. Thank you.
All right. So please, I will forget about the first part we're asking question. We don't get people who don't answer already. So let's go to the issues then we're already inside the discussion, okay? Alright, the line's still open. You can call and add a voice inside the program. Go again on the line. Welcome to the show. Your name and where you call from?
Yeah, I call from United States.
Alright, go ahead. You get the platform.
Yeah, we had
Yes, sir.
the first thing. Well, the term for say is the people you talk say nothing not going for be done again. Maada be messy done day. And if you say that they go for right because if they get for check the results, I make then they try for put pressure say make my connect produce a result. This is all the reason why make my connect now for produce a result. So if they for produce a result, then therefore recheck and they check the result back for see that we see what make connect announce now if Maada be sit on the okay, make go ahead and sit on the but if not to sit on the of course they not go allow them for sit on the done too. And now for more could listen to T-Love, not T-Love 9 name, that what we play in return call. These are the people that were deceiving the salon people because by then if they get money. But now they don't use them, they don't dump them, they get nothing again. Now make it go they try for oppose for that they go get something. If you listen to what they say, it always talks in the one who the enjoyment enjoy. They will be the suffer, they don't suffer. They don't use them though. He said he told them they go campaign, they go and pick out, they go campaign. Now they don't use them, they don't get what he wants. I remember I tell for this Lunge Bridge. Till of now, they go and tell people, so I can't buy t-shirt, I can't buy it for Lunge launching, Lunge Bridge launching. Where in self no sin a lie be the lie. Pan people and people go and spend the money for buy t-shirts and buy a shobby for that Lunge launch. They waited today, launching up Apple. T-boy, so or T-love I call himself. So it just a deceive people It just talk for not sincere about they talk at all. At all, not sincere. It talk because they want for make the gang attention.
Thank you. Alright, we'll go on the line again and take another call. Please, you didn't like the program. Your name and where you call from?
Yeah, me a concerned citizen at the call from me. We had. Thank you very much, brother. And you know, this thing where they happen, you know, it's so Creoman say this na some thing. Now they pass so now they get endurance, now in the end And me as a citizen, a true citizen of Sierra Leone, I just believe say we not going to pull Maada Bio now. Say this month, next week, or next tomorrow. But me believe say Maada Bio they go diplomatically. Only the fetam, only the rush but we go show and say Sierra Leone don't civilize. Sierra Leone don't come on at this stage. The people of Sierra Leone don't the wise. They know now what they happen at the war. Plus you know go just come no more with I don't know whose brain you feel. You can't brainwash people. You feel say that radio they say this way don't happen. Saloma after 1 week, 2 weeks they say this you don't do a lot left and no more now. No, you know go happen this way. Maada Bio go face the wrath of what he don't do. And we believe, me personally believe, say, Maada Bio no go make 1 year another stage. He must, now in the calm down, now in the surrender. Bio must surrender. So I want to talk to the people of Sierra Leone. Let we patience, let we exercise some amount of patience. We believe, say, Saful we must reach that side and our Lord. So much.
All right, we'll go on the line again and take another call. Welcome to the show. Your name and where you call from?
Yeah, brother, how do you feel? I call from Germany in Berlin.
All right, go ahead, brother. You get the platform.
Yeah, me the only time I just want to talk. Samuga back, you know, you go for the can't talk one time. Like the time we Maada Bio go na the United Nations. All the lies will go lie, but the country we get jobs, we health system is good, everything that's in it. If we come itself, they can't talk, see, they can't book, talk, see, all these things with this man talk, not to go. You know, now so a leader for this, so the people will go up. You know, when they put them up right now, saloon, how would they right now, the people, they're not happy. We need also a strong leader. Man, say Samura, now a very good man. But instead go for the stand up for the people, then. You know, now just, now it's no more me, just want to see.
Thank you,
you
very
know?
much.
Thank you.
We go on another call again. Welcome to the platform. Your name and where you call from?
Hey, this is AJ calling from UK.
All right, go ahead. You got the platform.
Thank you very much for giving the platform. This now, well, Marabio, now a scammer, now a dumb, now a very dummy guy. Understand? And the reason being, this now human cyber attack, it's well orchestrated, well planned. Then guy and they all Marabio, whole entire crew, now scan, then come for can rob the country and they don't succeed. Imagine say, okay, now you win the election, right? Fair enough. Well, bring waiting, improve you so you don't win. Waiting at the hold up. There's nothing into it. So this is not just my contribution why the people that say things. The man is scared. They're not going to succeed. They're not going to go away with this thing. Therefore, pull waiting no hide. That's all. Thank you very much.
All right, God bless. All right, we'll go on the line again and take another call. Welcome to the show. Your name and the call from. You get 1 minute 30 seconds.
Oh, yes, Amina Edward from the United States. And one thing we all get to realize, this still happens, so it's really bad for the country. And if it matter be you, instead of sit down, you know, say just they put the country backward. There is nothing you can do, even if they left them. But the one day they say it's not possible for me to pull again, now lie they lie. Matter be you for do what you right, for make the country free and make the country go into development. You know, go hold the country as ransom, we know it will operate. Financially, they are not capable to run the states. There's a lot of things they go on. With SSN, no see they're not get for able. So the best thing they do, let them just decide for do diplomacy, make this thing solve once and for all. Then come with the actual results, or then do another election. If you believe say I win the election, make it allow me to do another election, or make them count the actual results. But dragging this to this piece here, we go forget. We're not gonna forget because this if we allow them, now disrespect for the country, and we go be in laughing stock now in the eyes of people towards democracy. May he give up or may he tell the people they say now overthrow because this now coup he make. We all know, and everybody know.
All right.
So we this our country.
Thank you very
God
much.
bless.
Yeah. All right, I'll take 5 more calls. Welcome to the show. Your name and the call from.
Hello, good evening. How are you? I call from United States.
All right, go ahead. You get the platform.
Yeah, I just want to ask you, what's not the role of the British government towards this issue now alone? What did they don't do?
The British?
Because now only America, yeah, the British.
Yeah,
Now only America now they
from
talk
Britain and from EU8.
Yes. What did they don't do? What is not the role? Because
We know
British are not the
anything
colonial
from the
master.
8 apart from the report of the election where they be pulled, but nothing out of it.
Well, now I could blame them because now they cause all this because now they be the colonial master and therefore take. Now they therefore be the head of any issue as alone and therefore they on top. Not to America, not to Britain, not to France, not to other countries. But if they not talk nothing, I think in I make matter deal they do most of them to enjoy. If the British and then forthcome, they say something against the government as alone, which they do. More than they colonize way, they get more power in the country past America, any other country in the world. They don't come out for say anything at the country, so the country cannot get for anywhere. At the same thing,
Okay.
so that they know that they do different.
All right, thanks.
Yeah.
All right, 4 more calls. Welcome to the show. Your name and the call from.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, welcome, sir.
Yeah. Concerning people away, they say Samura for make comment. And obviously it makes sense because Marabiona a bulldog. If you say, yeah, hello?
Will they get you?
Yeah. So Marabio, not to pause away again, especially Samura, for make comments on in duties them. The whole world don't know and everything they go diplomatically. So you don't need for let people and push them for let you can't say a word again to Marabio, somebody will not listen. So it don't make sense.
All right, thank you very much.
No.
All right, to go on the line again and take another call. Welcome to the show. Your name and the call from.
Sandra Pierre.
Yes, please.
Good evening, how are you?
Praise God, are you safe?
Fine, thank you. Okay, arrest my case.
Okay. Welcome to the show. Your name and where you call from?
Mina Ibrahim, I call from the United States.
Right, Ibrahim.
Yeah. So my own contribution towards the program is everybody they say after the election waiting at the way forward. The problem what they get now is that if they make election, then find out say the election not transparent. For solve the problem, Madam you say get 56% of the result. It's simple. Let them just return back the election so that the international community they support, not to get for pay for the election. Why they all win now on the stage? Now the simple way that they let them rerun the election. Without winner, then get. I don't see no negotiation, but could talk this day. It don't make no sense. Right. If you win, you fine. If you're not able, then without win, then get. This is not the simple problem. So now the contribution, Andy.
Thank you very much. All right. I'll take 2 more calls if available. 2 more calls. 2 more calls. 2 more calls. Please, as we wait for the 2 more calls, if you're not subscribed yet, don't forget for subscribe to the channel, and I'm helping for reach 100,000. Okay. By October, we just get. They expected by now they go to 1,000 subscribers for only today. Yeah, but still. Please not call on normal call. Just call on WhatsApp. And wait for 2 more calls. Welcome to the show. Your name and where you call from?
Yes, but where they do? I call from France.
All right, go ahead. Get the platform.
Like the last time I've been saying, the Southeast now, mother view na any produce because now possibly like a Sasko Robert no more the game and chocolate in a General Assembly like that and for lighting highlighting the way be say all man watch they go on a saloon. Well, that man the game and she done the lighting highlighting the well salon we would be enforced. We're not ready for move it. Don't people then she don't back then they call it back like as if all thing well in the country. No problem not in the country. I push no more yet no they will not correct. And get my issue then kind of statement today. I know.
Thank you.
You catch me with
All right. The last call inside the program today. Welcome to the show. Your name and inside the call from. You know the last caller for today.
Oh, so lucky. Hello?
Yes, welcome to the show. Your name and inside the call from.
I call na America.
Okay.
My name na
Okay.
Anyway, I'm so happy for the among this. What do you call them? Wait till me they say no more about this program here so. The way APC they just dormant, keep quiet and say much, you know, the but them, it just baffles me, you know. It just baffles me because what they go on so now the country, really people they not able to understand. We not able to understand. They want and they come when and then they can't happy, then they sit down sad and they cry, other people and they happy. You know, the country is so sorry. I swear to God. If we not talk and they will not know more what they talk this year. May all man just come to God and more we know if we sense is there now they don't go by waiting people they don't understand. Because I say look like say no more people they know waiting in the breaking. Everybody just waiting in the corner more than they watch no more now waiting the corner. It's just too much. I mean, your contribution and I pray really may God help that country. But waiting the go waiting and corner the country. Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate you now.
Thank you. Okay, bye. I'll take this as a bonus. Welcome to the show. Your name and where you call from.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead. Get the platform.
Yeah, I call from US.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, you use
I'm in the call regarding. Okay, hold on. Hello, can you hear me?
We hear you, but you need for you use the sets where you watch with from, please.
Yes, I don't do that.
Thank you. Go ahead. Your name and where you call from.
I call from United States. Now regarding the analysis
Can you hear me?
We hear you clear. Everybody hear you.
Okay. I call from the United States. Just a call regarding the clarification we will make, by the statement from the ICC prosecutor. I mean, it make a lot of sense, and if we simplify for everybody, let them understand. And that's the good thing. Everybody have to know which thing that it mean. And the other person we just can't we been called talk about the whatever be the next step. And needless for they ask that question and let the Lord take it cause. Okay?
Yeah.
So that's all I have to say.
Thank you very much. And at the very last call I know they take for today. And one for thank you very much for where you don't call. And Yusuf where they make attempt for call. We're not able for come in the program. Very sorry for that. And one for say thank you to all you don't like, you don't share, you don't comment, and you don't subscribe. Appreciate you now. Yourself will not do any of the above, but you can watch. We still appreciate you. You will comment bad about we appreciate you. Your comments good, we appreciate you now. All family members, we're all family. No matter how side you belong, whether you own, believe or you what you decide for portray, we still respect your view. Until we meet again, my name is the Freedom Fighter tomorrow on Monday by God in Power, and we go there in the morning for the program we call Rest. Until then, we love you also so much. God bless we country Sierra Leone, where we call we are the mouths.
When you begin, don't begin thief small one at host. No go back no say small. If you not pull am para one time, it go embarrass you because it go thief na neighbor house. The time when Maada bio and woman then begin say them the thief. In party picking them they come up and say no, now because they not like am. Right now, it don't go put we country by embarrassment internationally. You don't go believe say Maada bio go na people country. It come lie say how it don't go pay for hotel. It come with false receipts. Then Auditor General go check with this hotel. The hotel say not to make this kind of receipt. In fact, Maada bio get that na so they not pay we at all. Whose kind embarrassment we pass that one day? So for say the image all where he say it clean internationally. Now for put we pan this kind embarrassment we not ever get. Now the first time this na the history of the country. For the president of the country go forge receipt. Then he can lie say he don't pay. This is shameful not to the country. This not a party business at all. The country now it don't get big bad name. Now Lebanon and other side the way they watch right now. This is shameful. When you begin, don't begin